Oh, hey there. So, today is one of those days where I have to work and I don't have time to play with you. Now, I don't want you to take that personally because we've had a good relationship this last week. I've spent most of my day thinking about you and how I can shoot video and then edit that video in a pleasing manner so that you will watch it and go and maybe even go So 7 days of that have probably left you in a situation where you probably feel entitled to that.
Oops.
Wild sheep alert. Here we see the native dangleberries. Sheepus maximus. That's as exciting as it gets around here, folks. Free sheep. Anyway, what I was saying. I don't know what I was saying. Basically, what I'm saying is I don't have time to edit or shoot a video today that has any kind of impressiveness to it. Now, I'm not saying that the previous videos that you've experienced in the last week have been impressive. Not at all. I'm saying that they were of a standard for me that required my attention. I had to be thinking about what I was going to do. Those time lapses, even though the end product wasn't that spectacular, the process was there. And the process wasn't something that I knew how to do before, and it was complicated for me. So if I did that same thing in a situation where I had a lot of traffic, if it was nighttime and you could see lights moving, it would look class. And someday I'll do that, but it's not today because I'm non-stop. And this is like, even if there was a situation where I could set up a camera while I'm busy and just let it record, that would be something to upload. But I can't do that with my job because there's people's information that I can't put online, and it would be very, even if there was no like data protection issues, it would be really unprofessional of me to do that. So that's just something I can't exploit for footage. And then the other aspect of what I do is group lessons with Music Generation, which is a government body. It's a little complicated as to the description of its origin, but the easiest way to describe it is it's a government body, because we're employed by the Educational Training Board in the area, so we're government employees. And I teach groups of kids through that. There's data protection around their identities, so we can ask for permission to video them. They've given permission in certain circumstances, but for me to take that permission and then use it for this would be overstepping, and I'd probably get myself into trouble. I certainly don't want to make people uncomfortable, so that's kind of out as well. So the third part of what I do is private lessons, and to an extent that's something that I can video because it's something that the whole YouTube channel has been based on. However, it's up to each individual student on whether they want to be videoed or not. Some of the students just don't want a camera turned on around them, which I personally believe is something they should tackle, not ignore. Some are quite happy to use the facility for learning because it's a fantastic way to learn. If you can get a little video clip of what you're working on and then use that clip in your practice, it operates basically as a tiny practice session, or a tiny lesson before each practice session, which is invaluable, because if you're trying to practice something you don't fully grasp and you're a little bit unsure of what it is you're doing, then practice is going to be not as useful as it could be, and possibly useless. If you're practicing something you don't understand, you can't hope to achieve it, because you don't know when it's right and when it's wrong. Having that video to clarify it means that you get that refresher course before every practice, and that means every practice has the potential to improve you. That's a little bit of an aside. Some students will use it in that regard only, and that will be a private video, and as many public videos there are on this channel, there's probably 10 times more private videos that are just for that individual student. There's literally thousands of videos on this channel, and most of them you can't see. So, as a subscriber. So, that leaves me with like travel time, like right now. It leaves me with my free time, which I had a lot of for the last week, because it was Christmas. It leaves me with the possibility of doing something like this with a band that I play with. That's something we might look at. The only difficulty there, and it's not like the other difficulties, like there's people who don't want to be videoed, etc. The difficulty with the band is I'm working, and I have to be working. I have to be setting up my kit. I have to be sound checking. I have to be performing, and there are windows of opportunity for downtime. Do the band want to have a camera shoved in their face in that downtime? Maybe not. Maybe the only opportunity is a static camera while I'm playing, or a camera on time-lapse while I'm setting up, and then I can take that footage and talk about it afterwards. There is opportunity there, it's not wide open like I'd like it to be. So if you've come accustomed to what I'm able to do when I have my full attention on it, then this might be a bit of a disappointment to you, because it's not going to be at the same standard. It's just me talking, but that's gonna happen on days like this, when I just don't have a window. I've been working since I dropped the kids off. I ate lunch while I worked, so I could go to this meeting directly after lunchtime, because I have work with Music Generation directly after this meeting, and then I have private lessons after that, up until maybe 8:30 tonight. That leaves me in a situation where I'm just going to get home in time to edit and upload before I go to bed. So, unfortunately, days like this will happen. I hope you guys understand. I know you will. If you've got a real problem with it, you're in the wrong place, I think, because the vast majority, if not all of you guys, are here for the right reasons. You're here to enjoy yourselves, and it's not like there's a massive audience. There's like 40 of you guys watching these videos max. And I'm happy with that. Sure, I'd like it to grow, but this is just a challenge for myself first and foremost, and if some people watch and enjoy, that's a huge benefit. I gotta run into this meeting. If you watched this far, you're a hero, because this was less interesting than the previous videos. But if you did, thank you, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.